Malcolm Koonce was someone that we were pounding on the table since he first came out of Buffalo a couple of years ago. It was the fact that this guy played like 100 snaps in his rookie year, already had a couple of sacks, and we were still searching. We were waiting for that defensive end opposite of Max Crosby to step up, and Malcolm Koonce looked like he was going to be that guy. Didn't really get a lot of run in his second year, but came on last year, and obviously with his injury this year, which kept him out all of the entire season, it was rough, but we got to see a little bit more what we were going to get from guys like Tyree Wilson. Also, Andre Carter II could be someone to watch for the Raiders as well, but I think that there's one really big thing that the Raiders need to focus on as they get ready. Why is this not focusing up? There we go. All right, we're focused. We're in on this thing. Okay, so I think that there's really one move that the Raiders need to make this offseason, and that is re-signing Malcolm Koonce, because he deserves it, and he's going to be a fantastic football player for the Raiders for a very long time. Now, obviously, I think a lot of people were expecting him to come in his fourth season here, contract year, double-digit sacks. He was going to really help Tyree Wilson in his development, kick him on the inside. Also, you got Christian Wilkins. The expectations for Koonce and company were sky high this year, and rightfully so. I mean, last year, total of 43 tackles, 9 for loss, had 8 sacks, 52 total pressures. He was in the top half of the league in terms of pressures, and he didn't really start getting a lot more playing time until the second half of the season. Had a 78.9 pass rush grade as well as a 66.3 PFF run defense grade, and like we said, overall 81.3 for his PFF grade. He was a very, very, very solid overall player for the Raiders, and he didn't get a lot more run until the second half of the season. And in a time where edge rushers are at a premium, and you've already paid Max Crosby, and maybe he will be back next year, maybe he won't, we don't know. And obviously when the Raiders are all healthy next year, I think this defensive line will look a lot better. But Malcolm Koonce is a guy that, just came in and absolutely blew the cover off the football and was finding a way to get pressure and be a consistent force on that defense when Max Crosby wasn't able to get home, which wasn't often. But, and again, it was a big loss for him this year not having him around, and I think that the Raiders would be just not smart at all to absolutely let him walk. And I think that letting him walk would be a mistake for a couple of different reasons. Number one, he has shown that he has developed in this system under Antonio Pierce and company, as well as the fact that, his shoulder injury, that might have done the Raiders a little bit of favors here, because unfortunately for Malcolm Koonce, the teams might not sign him because of the injury, and they might not be able to or be willing to give him a top-tier contract for a pass rusher at this moment in time. Now, if he was healthy this year and got double-digit sacks, I think he would be pretty expensive for the Raiders, but now that he was out for this season with the shoulder injury, I think it could make some sense where the Raiders could get him on a little bit of a discount, maybe a one-year deal where, he gets kind of an opportunity to get back on the football field and remind teams of what he did a couple of years ago. And so ultimately, I think for Malcolm Koonce and the Raiders, this would be a definitely a hand fit and glove type of fit. And so I think that it would be really and behoove the Raiders to re-sign him, because I think he's going to be a fantastic player for the Raiders in the long run. But overall, let us know what you guys think about the Raiders needing to sign standout defensive end Malcolm Koonce. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.